One of the biggest concerns over the last 3 years has been transportation stocks have been unable to break out into all-time highs. If you go back 120 years, Mr. Charles Dow, who invented the industrial and transportation averages that bear his name, said that markets move efficiently when both indexes are moving in the same direction, and they haven't been until this week. My name is Hamilton. I'm here with the Trading Initiative, and over the next 5 to 10 minutes, I want to tell you why industrial average and transportation averages moving in the same direction means the market is about to explode even higher. We're going to go ahead and start with IYT, the transportation ETF. This is arguably one of the better ETFs to track these types of stocks. And yes, it has been range bound over the last 3 years since peaking in late 2021. But as of this week, just broke out into all-time highs. Now, what does that mean in particular? Remember, in the context of the Dow theory, Mr. Charles Dow, if we go back and we actually look at that industrial average, we broke out into all-time highs back in 2023. So we are now a year plus into all-time highs, and obviously the Dow Jones Industrial Average continues to press into all-time highs. It's very hard to be bearish when the industrial average continues to press into all-time highs. But one of the caveats here has been that the Dow Jones Transportation Average has not kept up, right? The Dow Jones Transportation Average has not kept up with the industrial average. So really quick, if we go back 100 plus years, Mr. Charles Dow, he's thinking about the stock market, not necessarily the economy. He's not looking at earnings. He's thinking about price. And he's going, listen, if we cut the market into two, we have the industrials, which create the products, and the transportation stocks that move the products to the customers. When both of these are moving in the same direction, generally speaking, the market is moving efficiently. And then he extrapolated out that probably the economy was also moving efficiently. And by efficient, I mean moving in the same direction, right? Up or down. He didn't care, but he wanted both of those indexes to be moving in the same direction in order to be fully confident in his particular bias. In this case, a bull market bias, right? The industrial average, once again, breaking out into all-time highs, but the Dow Jones Transportation Average, which was just up on the screen, is not at all-time highs, at least not yet, but we think that is about to change. Once again, if we go back to IYT and we look at this, this is an all-time high breakout after a 3+ year base. Guys, these are not bearish types of breakouts. This is particularly a very bullish breakout after a 3-year consolidation, and arguably some of the most important stocks, particularly stocks that have not contributed to this bull market. Once again, if we look over here at the industry weighting, 62% ground transportation, 20% air freight and logistics. We have passenger airlines, we have marine transportation, etc. As a whole industry group, these breaking out into all-time highs is not bearish. Once again, Mr. Charles Dow telling us that if the industrial types of stocks and the transportation types of stocks are both moving in the same direction, you want to be pressing risk into the market. You do not want to be playing defensively. And it's taken 2+ years into this bull market. This is now the 3rd year for transportation stocks to finally break out. This is why we continue to expect the market to not only surge through the end of the year, but continue into all-time highs into 2025. And just so we're clear, these types of stocks breaking out within the transportation average should be on your radar. Stocks like airlines, right? The Jets industry group is now breaking out into not only 52-week highs, but looking like it wants to start an actual potential stage 2 uptrend. You can look at types of stocks that have just reported. United Airlines is now up 11.57%. We're looking at the $60 pivot. These are huge moves in airline stocks that haven't done anything since the COVID breakdown back in 2020. We have been range bound for effectively 3.5 years, and we are finally getting the breakout. Delta Airlines, another Jets type of name. This is not bearish, but it's not just passenger airlines, right? We're thinking about different types of transportation stocks, different ways that we can attack this problem. We could look at things like railroads that are starting to show potentially some bullish momentum, right? Some divergences. Maybe railroads are going to start hitting all-time highs. Some of them already are. Marine shipping names that we're currently trading are hitting 52-week highs. The point here is that transportation stocks breaking out to all-time highs signals to us on a bigger time frame that not only does this market want to continue to go up in the short term, but very good probability that it's going to continue to go up over the long term. And realistically, I think most traders and investors are going to get caught off guard. They're going to focus on all the crap that doesn't matter, the election, right? The very normal pre-election run-up volatility is going to cause whipsaw and price action, and really underprepared traders and investors are going to take all of their money out. Or even worse, if this candidate wins, I'm going to remove all my money from the market. If Kamala Harris wins, I'm out. If Trump wins, I'm out. When in reality, the market doesn't care about which candidate wins. It doesn't whatsoever. You go back, I challenge you, 100 years, and the market continues to go up in bull markets regardless of who gets elected. Don't fall for the media's crap. Follow what price is telling you. And as of right now, transportation stocks breaking out into all-time highs. Jets are breaking out into 52-week highs. Air freight, ground transportation breaking out into 50-day and 52-week highs. Once again, this is not bearish. And I would be very willing, and I have money on this, that the transportation average, the official Dow Jones transportation average, finally resolves higher after spending the last 3 years consolidating underneath. And once again, when that does, I'm telling you now, all of the old school fund managers and traders are going to be talking about this, because this is arguably going to be the most important thing that happens this year. Transportation's confirming the bull market. We do this type of stuff all of the time inside of the Trading Initiative. It's what we focus on. If this resonates with you, I would love a like on the video. Think about subscribing. We try to put this content out every 3 or 4 videos per week. And if you want more of our market research, there's links in the description below. Regardless of whether or not you think this market is going higher, we do, and we've been right so far for the last 2 years.